So I think I'm a professional.
Hope you know I'm trying to see it talk. 6 figures for the whip. No chance, you catch me down bad.
Well,
I believe it.
I feel like that's
Exit
most
out.
things. You're one of those types of people, aren't you there, Pizzle? You're one of these people who you read like one news article and then all of a sudden you're just like an expert on it. That's you? Is that what
Actually, after like 3, it takes 3. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, well, by then you actually are an expert, so fair enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Destiny reads Wikipedia and he's so smart. So, yeah. Yeah. And he clicks on all the links, all the source links. Yeah. I don't. I just read it and believe it and call it a day.
Right. You look at the QR code on the screen and you go, interesting.
Yep. Exactly. Yes. Yes. But yeah.
To be fair, at least that's a thing that people actually believe in. Today, someone told me that I believe everything I read on the internet because I believe the internet about how to make your own burger patties. And I was like, well, how else do you make burger patties if you don't Google it and then it tells you? And they're like, you just use common sense. And I was like,
you have to Google it. You have to Google it to know how.
Well, yeah. Well, so
apparently there's more to it. 'Cause how did the
there's more.
get there?
Yeah. I can't. All my burger patties fall apart. Okay.
I'd have to probably Google
I don't
it.
have any parental figures,
God.
and I know how to make a fucking burger. All right.
Yeah. My parents loved me so much that I didn't have to learn how to make a burger.
I am really questioning my association with you guys right now. I really and truly am questioning my association with you guys. You don't even know how to make a God bless it hamburger patty?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, old man? Try to sell us propane next? What's up, huh?
Right.
So what? I gotta Google a recipe for a damn hamburger.
We already know you can't cook, D.Max.
I know how to season
This doesn't involve you. Okay, you're good.
You know what?
Me.
All I can say is I am so thankful I have maggot in my life now.
Wow.
Oh God! Please don't start again.
Wow.
No more favorites. Okay.
Oh my
I'm already
God.
traumatized from Seth.
Yeah. Wow. We got rid of the last one and
Literally
now
the replacement.
Yeah, we're literally back at square one. Gosh darn it.
You know. Tough
It
one.
is. Yes, tough. I'm editing this episode, by the way. So.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Are we ready to get this episode started then, Miss Pizzle?
Yes, we are.
There'll be more
All right,
shares
well,
than
do
usual.
the intro and let's go.
Hope you know I'm trying to see it talk.
All right. Well, welcome everybody back to Clear as Mud. Today, we are going to be doing a little retrospective on what many people call the beginning of the end of Creepshow art, aka Shannon. Today, we got my wonderful host, Maggot.
Hi.
And we got Gigi.
For the record, I know how to season a burger, just not shape it. So it's
Okay. All right. So,
Okay.
And we got D.Max.
Oh, ladies first this episode. That's. I don't feel like we do that often enough.
Ladies
on,
first
Clear
every
as Mud.
time I do the intro because I'm a feminist.
Okay. Fair enough, I guess.
exit out.
To what happens on Twitter is not indicative
Yes,
of
it
my
is.
feminist
Yes, it
qualities.
is. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Yeah.
Anyways, hi D.Max.
Hi. You also got to introduce
People.
Yeah, that's the one.
What's his face? That guy.
So
I didn't want to say it for you.
And now back to cooking with people.
The answer to the question is after you form your hamburger patties, you put them back into the refrigerator to
Oh
let them
my
get
God.
good and cool, and then you cook
But
them.
don't like the
Nah,
whole.
you ain't gotta do all
What
that.
some people say to put in with egg to mix egg with it to get it to
Yeah.
stick.
Wow, you make your
Yeah.
meatloaf? You make your meatloaf?
No.
You can make your
just a
hamburgers like that
regular-
too, Peepaw.
Yeah, well, you
I
know what
know,
they say,
I
Peepaw.
know.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Wait, so
That's
how
what
the hell do
Meatloaf
you
said.
make it stick together, people, without the egg?
Because what happens is when you're handling the ground beef to make your patties, just by handling it, you're warming the meat up,
They
and
don't.
so
They just fall apart.
They just fall apart. But if you put them back in the refrigerator after you form the patties, it lets the fat within the burgers
Gross.
solidify again. And
You guys think
so
you know
therefore hold it
cooking?
together.
That's not what happens. Everybody knows that the hamburger fairies fly into your refrigerator and make them a little bit more solid. Everybody knows that, guys. Come on.
Sure.
You're
Dude,
swear, but I can't do it right now.
Stupid.
Anyway, Jesus.
Anyway,
I
so
don't
let's
know
talk.
what totem
Yeah, I'm.
place.
You know what, Pizzle? I'm
Wait,
actually.
no. Hold on. I have, before we move along, because I noticed that
Okay.
only one of the two gentlemen on our podcast pointed out that ladies should always come first. Do you have anything to say for yourself there, people?
Well, let's see.
Bruh, no. D.Max
Okay.
is the biggest fucking misogynist here, okay? Shut up.
Sings
I don't think that's what she meant.
Sings
I don't care.
That's not what I meant at
how.
all. But
Sings
okay.
how I am the senior member of the longest running commentary podcast or micro commentary podcast and a front runner in having both men and women on a podcast. I think my record speaks for itself about what I think about women's position and place in the commentary community.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Micro
the
commentary
For the record.
podcast, micro penis. It works out.
I want to say Maggot
I'm
is
no
not my
Drake.
favorite because that's not what I meant at all.
Bruh.
The only one who picked up on it was Maggot, and I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
I miss Seth a little less now.
Oh man, I'm gonna send that clip to
Anyway.
Seth. Be like, you wouldn't believe.
As I
Well,
was
Gigi,
saying.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Well,
Go
Jessica,
ahead.
actually, I'm really excited to get into this Creepshow art thing because this was like, I feel like just before I kind of came back, so I don't really know anything about this
And
person.
I was
I've heard their
here
name,
and
but-
I know very little about the situation because it was so out there and was so deep that I was like, I'm
That's what she said.
just not going to commit the time or the brain power to.
I think he was already
to
almost
learning
2
this.
years old by the time you
Yeah.
came back, D.Max, to be fair.
Yeah,
so.
it was a long running thing
Oh,
that I
okay.
do remember. Yeah. Mhm.
No, this is the beginning. So like this was the first ever. So I'm sure there were like other critics of Creepshow art throughout, but this video was the first time Creepshow art was criticized on such a large scale. Toby's original video had like over 500,000 views when it dropped.
Where-
And, yeah.
What was this in relation to that other video, the big one? I
Emily
think her name was
Artful?
Emily.
So
Yeah.
this actually has nothing to do with Emily Artful's one. This was so Creepshow art prior to Toby making her video was very much like pure. Everyone thought of her as pure. Everyone like really liked her. There was no real hate towards Creepshow art, and everything that she did online, like it was just oh, that's just Shannon, quirky Shannon kind of thing.
She
And
was
then
my
this-
background noise for years. I would just like listen to her videos. So
Oh yeah, no, every
a
single
lot,
day
too.
I would watch her video. Like I was a stan-in. I'm not gonna lie. I was 100% a
okay, I wouldn't go
stan-in.
that far, but like, yeah, I
Would
watched
go
her.
that far. Like, holy crap, I dropped so much money on that. She like
Well,
Edwin.
That's a you problem.
Edwin didn't get nearly as much money as Creepshow art did from my pocket. Holy crap.
Edwin should have gotten no money from your pocket. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're dumb. You're just dumb.
Exactly. But this video came out, and then Creepshow art did make a response, and the response was kind of iffy. A lot of people didn't like it. And so that's where I think a lot of people blame this video as the beginning of the end of her career, because that's when a lot of her fans started churning away. It's even her commentary fans, because she had her story time art fans and she had her commentary fans, and even her commentary fans were like, ooh, I didn't even think about that kind of thing. Like, it pointed out a lot of flaws with her, and a lot of people started just side-eyeing her and looking a little bit more closely at her behaviors, and then it like a wave of criticism. And this was actually like, this led to, I believe, like even the Creepshow art Hopeless Peaches drama, like it just went downhill from there.
So before we get too far away from it, what was she like doing that was wrong? Like, what was she doing that was like
stalker.
So this will go through it, actually.
Okay.
Yes. So, but yeah, let's play the first one. Yeah.
about the timeline a little bit in relation to the Emily Artful? So was this like a year before the Emily Artful thing?
Oh, this
like
was like
6
this was
months?
like maybe 2 years before the Emily Artful thing.
Because I know she came from the art community prior to commentary, which, by the way, the art community,
Terrible, garbage, trash.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Yes, yes,
they're
yes.
they're real interesting over there. And she had
Eccentric.
drama from that community. Like, I think she even had a whole thing with what's his face, who we all love, D'Angelo Wallace.
Yeah.
Even
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
No, this was like this was probably like maybe almost like a full year prior to Emily thing. So I said 2 years, but it was probably like a full year. But like that's why a lot of people blame this, because the Emily Artful thing didn't even really start to spark until Creepshow Art was getting into drama with the I guess it was Locale site, or the drama site. I forgot what it was called.
Oh, yeah.
Kiwi Farm?
No. I know what you're talking about. Lowell Farms or some shit.
No, I think it was locale.com.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and like so so people started speculating about her and making rumors about her
She
on
was
that
on
site.
there. Yeah.
And then Emily Artful was like, by the way, yeah, all of this is true, and here's why. And then Emily Artful made her first video about Creepshow
It's
Art.
Locale.
Yeah,
It is Locale.
It's locale.com. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of
the
people.
website-
Yeah.
This was Locale is a website like Kiwi Farms, and that it's like one of these forums where people just post like
Yeah.
not cool shit mostly, and
No.
It's different.
So, no, Locale is a drama site.
Yeah.
It's where people post about drama and post about people's drama, and they speculate on drama. Like Edwin has a thread there. Ready to Glare has a thread there.
Mhm.
Everyone, like a lot of
that kinda sounds
YouTubers
like-
have.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like Kiwi Farms Light, honestly. I mean,
It's like Kiwi Farms minus the doxing, and
Yeah.
As far as we know.
yeah. I mean, so Locale, when someone posts any kind of something that's private, Locale will remove it like almost immediately.
Okay.
Their mods were pretty hardcore on that, and that's where a lot of the stuff, like people did expose Shannon, like we're posting old pictures of her from like high school and stuff. And if you look back at the Emily Artful drama, like even the Creepshow art drama, in a lot of the videos in the descriptions, they have links to the Locale site, but those links are gone now because they removed it. But then Locale also, when one of the biggest things was Shannon was posting as somebody else, right? She was pretending to be somebody else, posted her sister's information on the Locale site under the Creepshow art thread, and Locale removed it. So
okay.
My favorite one
Yeah.
is when she posted about Edwin being gay. That was
yeah,
great.
yeah. Well, that
really
was
good,
that ended up. We all know that a lot of that ended up being true. So
True.
I'm just saying. Anyways, Edwin never beat the gay allegations. Anyways, let's get into the
You're
first
just really
clip.
loud.
And also known publicly as Creepshow Art, created her channel on the 6th of April 2016, but didn't really start posting content to that channel until about early 2018. Most of her videos at the time had consisted of story times, semi-lighter subjects, and what she talks about now, and stuff about the art community, related drama and topics and stuff like that. All the while, the background consisted of mostly her recording herself drawing traditional art. Which, by the way, I didn't really know this other fact until I went back to go do more research on her earlier videos. At one point in time, she actually started making her own stills with her traditional art, which is, I've never really seen a creator do that before. So to be completely honest, I have to give her props for that, because that's really creative when you don't really have the means to do digital art. However, her channel didn't really start having
Wow,
a
she
giant
should come
spike in
back then.
popularity until around...
Is this the female Craig Beckett? Where
Like,
it's like
so
done
actually,
bad, but everybody's like, come back.
no. So like, funny enough, Toby would kind of like be the female Craig Beckett, because like, so Toby made this video, right, and a lot of the stand-ins like kind of went after her for it, and
I hate
in
that
Shannon,
name.
like I
That's
said,
so good. Holy
Shannon
shit.
did make a response, and her response was it started off like, oh, this is cool, she's accepting her criticism, blah 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 blah, and then towards the end, it was like crazy. Like Shannon just went balls to the wall nuts, especially when it came to like her responding to how she acted to Karuna Centauri and the Jake Yonsei stuff. Then she got kind of like bitchy again. But Toby got exposed for supporting Shane Dawson. And she got exposed for drawing Lolly. So like there was a lot of things, and then Toby was like fuck and just yeeted herself off. But like I personally, when I watched this video, I loved it. I loved the artwork that she did. I loved like the funniness of it. She even made another video in response to Shannon's response that was even funnier. But Toby was very funny. I liked.
So this girl that we're watching right now is the one that supposedly drew Lolly or whatever.
Yeah, and it was like, but from what I remember, it was just a bunch of like art spurgs, kind of being art spurgs, kind of thing, because like they were talking about Sailor Moon, I think, and I don't remember exactly, but one of the things that she got exposed for was like
Sailor Moon is clearly Lolly. Okay, it's clearly Lolly.
Clearly.
Oh Jesus, Magus.
But the biggest thing that she got exposed for was like ranting about how Shane Dawson shouldn't be canceled after everything came out about Shane Dawson.
I agree.
Yeah. So, oh God. But yeah, but she was, this introduced me to like this video was like the leeway for a lot of people to like the Hopeless Peaches, Creepshow art drama, the Creepshow art versus Kai Weiss and Omnia drama. Like it went nuts. Like so much stuff just fell from, and it was just out. Like I agree. This was like the beginning of the end of Creepshow art. Yep. Go ahead.
I her character that she has and what she's doing, kind of honestly, and I don't mean this like in a bad way, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of the early D.Max stuff.
Doesn't this remind you of what Chud was talking about in our interview?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the little PNG characters.
I didn't realize he was gonna shit all over it, and then I was like, "Oh, isn't this what D.Max does?" And then he like shit all over it, and I was like,
Exactly. Yeah. Well, okay, but here's the thing.
You don't know me yet. You'll learn.
It's not so much that I don't think that he was necessarily, shitting on the style. It was more of
exactly it, though. He said they cross their arms and make like a point and whatever, and this is it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
that's literally what I do.
Yeah, it was more of a deal where it was what they were talking about or their takes. I don't think it was necessarily the style itself.
No, I mean these types of people typically end up being weird freakazoids. They don't show their faces.
The whole case in point.
The entirety of the art community. She showed her face. She showed her face. But yeah, the entirety of the art community is creeps and weirdos, honestly.
It's usually how it ends up panning out. So
Okay, so you have us going to like 310 on this. Do we want to continue watching this pizzle, or
no, we can go to 310.
Okay. October of 2018, where her video titled "The Creepiest Commission Ever" absolutely popped the fuck off. The algorithm saw this little gem just sitting there in the rough. It was just like, darling, you're coming with me.
Pause. So that video was considered like Creepshow Art's first little dip into commentary.
Oh,
so because she before like Toby explained before, she was just doing story times prior to that, and her whole channel was story times, and she would draw. She would be like, remember, I don't know if you guys remember like Creepshow Art talking about how, I was in Starbucks and I would just draw and record my videos.
Yeah, that's when she was at the library or whatever, living in her car. Yeah,
that was her whole channel, was just story times. And that video was kind of like her dip into commentary and drama. So,
Okay.
and then
I
a
remember
lot of her fans didn't like it.
The story times thing was part of her early controversies that people were accusing her of like making up some of the story times because she had so many of them, which was like a thing against pretty much every story time.
Yeah, and I think Emily Artful said that some of them were just like straight up stories about her or whatever, or her own stories.
Yeah, Emily Artful like accused Creepshow Art of using her own stories and like switching the characters and stuff like that.
So, question: does it seem that you have these creators she's obviously talented. You can't take that away from her. She's actually, she's a talented artist.
I can. She's a retard. I don't care.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Hand could be a
Wait,
little
hold on. Actually, one of her controversies is also that she didn't always draw the art.
She was tracing.
I guess you
yeah.
can take that away from her.
Okay. Well, okay. And I remember I did watch a couple of her videos, and she did have a very pleasing voice to listen to. I mean, it wasn't like, obnoxious or anything. But why how many times have we seen this? We have people like this, and then we have people like, say, John Swan or Illuminati, or just to name a few, that get really big, and then it's like they lose their minds. Is it that they lose their minds, or do they get so big that
I think what it is they get so big and their fan base gets so kind of like protective that they feel like, oh, okay, well, I could just be myself now, and people are just
too big too fast.
It.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jessica. I think it's that in a combination with it's too big too fast. The fan base grows, exponentially, and they do that, and then the creator just gets like a big head because they think they're like, the best smelling rose in the patch, and it's just it ain't the case. It's just this doesn't happen from people who gain ultra relevance just for like long periods of time of just grinding it out. You know what I mean? This only happens with people who just pop off one day.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
exactly. Exactly. I'm not entirely following.
So
becoming unhinged.
Like kind of like creators. So like Creepshow Art, John Swan, Illuminati. Like they started becoming kind of like holier than thou. Like they got this holier than thou attitude.
Yeah, and they think they can get away with lying and stuff. It's like that's the thing. It's like their ego is so inflated that they don't even feel like they have to be honest in some ways. You know what I mean? Like that's the problematic thing to me, at least.
Yeah. And then they go through to various horrible lengths to keep their relevancy. So like John Swan, kind of like he was lying behind the scenes, and he was using other people to like kind of boost his lies. Then you have Illuminati, who was just lying behind the scenes and like kind of like think of creators who kind of like Creepshow Art, who go on these drama forums and talk about themselves as if like, oh, there's this video about her, like, you guys should check it out, it's so gross, kind of thing, to like boost their view base and their views and stuff like that. Or like I think even Illuminati did that, like where she kind of like boosted herself.
They try to trigger or get like shock watches or even hate watching. And so
yeah, I think it's interesting because I just hadn't considered it before, that you guys feel like it's the fame or something about becoming a YouTuber that does this to them, and not that there's something about them that probably also contributed to whatever their online success is in some way, but also was like an inherent character flaw that already existed. Because I think my assumption was that these are just like shitty people to some degree, because there are like things that
if we're to believe Emily Artful, then if we're to believe Emily Artful, then Shannon was always a piece of shit.
Well, I was asking my own personal opinions is that I think that once a person, because of most their whatever you want to call it, their mental deficiencies or whatever. When they get to a certain size where they believe that they're untouchable, like most recently, I mean, look what happened with Mama Max, right? He actually believed that he had the power to counsel other larger creators and stuff just because of what his reputation was. It's not that those things were always there. They just kept them hid real well until they get to a certain level, and they're like, okay, now I can quote pull the mask off, and you get to see the real person. And I feel like that's the biggest thing is a lot of these creators that you see have these big downfalls like that is they were never good people. What they were, if they ever had a perception of being decent or honest or just decent people, that was all a facade. They never were. What you see and how they act, that's when they get to a certain size or whatever, that's who they really are.
I mean, that was essentially what Shannon was accused of, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But then you have to also think like these people, like the bigger they get, the more eyes on them and the more potential of people exposing their past that they didn't hide very well. Because that's exactly what happened to Shannon, is like a lot of her past came back to bite her. And often we see it happen to such a degree, like even with Mama Max and Creepshow Art, both of them were put on such a high pedestal that they wanted to be on, right? They wanted to be this I'm holier than thou, moral, grandstanding person. And then when people were like, whoa, more eyes got on them, they get exposed. That's why they fall so hard and so quickly, is because the higher your pedestal, if it's built on like straw, the second someone takes a piece out, it's just going to start crumbling quicker than nothing else. But like people who are on high pedestals that deserve to be on those pedestals, they're still up there. You know what I mean? Because they built it on, on who they really are without hiding behind what their fans wanted them to be, kind of thing.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then boom,
Play.
fucking everywhere. 1 mil, still like that today. It's honestly kind of one of my favorite videos. However, the video that I really found her on was her Simply Kenna video. However, just from the very beginning, I could definitely tell that Shannon was very talented. She was really good at telling a story. She had pretty fun stories to.
Was that Shannon?
No, that wasn't
No,
Shannon.
that was Simply
Mm-mm.
Kenna. I remember that one. We should do a retrospective on that one. That one was weird.
I don't know anything about that, but yeah, I'm
she
down.
was very empathetic, and you can kind of tell she wasn't a fake bitch, which is a problem apparently with some people who don't know how to be genuine. Laura Lee looking at you.
Oh, you can skip this one.
Okay.
That's just her. Go to the next one.
Okay, so next one. We do here, close this out, and here we go.
As her topics started to slightly shift over time, things started to become a lot more serious and like negative, and these kind of subjects really pulled out a very emotional response for her, which was understandable, I guess. But her content slowly but surely started to become more just downright bashing on people all the time, and it came off super aggressive. But it's like at the time I was like,
Was it? So, like I said, like when she started delving into drama commentary, a lot of her fans didn't like it because they weren't watching her so that they can hear like drama and stuff. They were like watching her to listen to her stories, and she went from a nice, nice girl next door talking her stories, and she had a very nice soothing voice kind of thing, to she was literally bitching in almost all of her videos. But a lot of the people like me and people who found her when she was already doing commentary loved that about her. Like, oh, like she goes hard on these people and stuff like that. And like, we loved the drama aspect of it. But like Toby and a lot of her fans that knew her prior, like really hated it. And she would like constantly have to like, she would constantly respond to comments from her fans being like, I don't know if I like this new Shannon. I mean, I think you know, blah, 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 blah. And she'd be like, yeah. And she would just, she responded to everything. And Toby goes into that too. Like how she went from just wholesome to just a bitch. Basically.
See, it's really hard with content because when you're doing a certain style of content, like a certain genre of content, and then you make a break for like a new thing or something blows up, and then you're like, well, you know, if I'm being honest and I'm, you know, doing the best I can, I better kind of lean into that. Like the idea is like you don't want to half-ass it, you want to lean into it all the way, but then you risk alienating your audience who knew you from something that you did previously. So it's always a little bit of a juggle there, but you know, it just sucks because like there is, I think that's why the art community, the art commentary community has always been a little bit strange, is because think about it, it's a weird influx of people because really when you think about it, core commentary is kind of anti-art. Like I don't mean that like I guess I don't mean that like for like art in general. I mean it more like art and art community because they're typically like the weirdos who hang out on Tumblr and it's just like they're cringe, you know, they have deviant arts and like those are all things that are very anti-commentary. So for this person, I mean, that must have been like a powder keg in the community because it's like I don't know how you please both. So.
Wait, having a D-ran art makes you anti-commentary?
No, I'm just saying that, like, you know, those are the types of people.
Say that, though. You did say that.
Well, did I really? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Okay, but hang on a second. Didn't some of the bigger creators at the time, or the more popular creators at the time, like Nick Diorio even like Creepshow? I mean,
they all did stream, like Creepshow was very much part of their streams, like when Augie and them when they all used to stream together, and especially like during their Among Us times. Yeah, Creepshow was in just about every stream. Like she when they said Goon Squad, she was kind of like the Xylee of the group. Yeah, I don't know how else to say it.
No, she's like a fusion of Xylee and flamenco is what I'm getting. That's kind of what I'm hearing.
She was kind of like she was like the reason why I say Xylee is because she was the female. You know what I mean? She was the only female really in that group.
So we get this right. She was the Darla of the Little Rascals.
Right? Yeah, she was. Yeah, and I don't think that she ever really argued with them at all. But like, and I don't know how Nick. Like I believe Nick said after everything, like I never really liked her in the first place, but like I don't know. They seemingly got along very well, but it was like her, Edwin, Augie, Nick, Tipster, and like Bo Blacks. But they would all just stream together all the time, and they would like do multi streams, and I mean it was a fun time though. Memories, but she
also, d.max is right. The art community has always been outcast, and not just from commentary. Like I feel like most of the YouTube like communities treat the art community like most people treated the anime club in high school. Like,
but that's because like they're just as weird as those anime kids. Like,
no, I'm not saying it's not self-inflicted. It's 100% self-inflicted. Like, you know, I think it's deserved in some ways too. But to counter your point a little bit though, Gigi, I think it's either feast or famine with the art community. It's either that somebody is heralded as like the best thing ever, or it's like they're like you're a weirdo kind of a situation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they should try drawing instead of bitching.
But yeah, the art community also
just the one though, because a lot of them do this. Like there's a couple of times where I'll dive into the art community and I won't watch their videos where they're just drawing stuff. I will only watch the videos where they're talking shit about each other, and they do it a lot.
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's part of the problem.
Yeah, the art community is something else entirely. That's like they eat each other alive, and sometimes for like stupid reasons. Like let me put it this way. So if you guys remember, like the John Swan Cammy stuff, how like it ended up being a nothing burger that they all blew up. You know what I mean? Over like the age gap and stuff. That's the art community all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know who Leo Convoy is, right? Everyone.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Leo Convoy.
No, I don't actually. Can you explain? I don't know who
Oh
he
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Can I get the lore? I don't know.
Leo Convoy is the Walmart version of Mama Max.
You
And
don't have to
worse.
explain it to
Very
Maggot, okay?
disappointed
Maggot's
in-
lying.
Yeah, no,
Everybody
yeah,
knows that
but
Maggot's
yeah.
lying.
Yeah, but so Leo Convoy, his quote unquote adopted daughter is Hopeless Peaches. And Hopeless Peaches is art community. Kai Weiss is art community. Omnia is art community. And that's that kind of drama that we even see now that's been going on, like where they have the same thing and it's the same drama that's been going on for the last 3 freaking years, but they talk about it as if it's just as bad as it was 3 years ago. That's the art. They don't let nothing go. They will eat their own, but the art community hates commentary because commentary will cover their drama and be like, this is stupid. And then they're like, no, it's not. It's so serious. Why aren't you taking my drama?
Doc on the radio.
Why are you shitting on me? Yeah, kind of thing. Like, oh my God, Doc on the radio just recently had a stream with the dumbest drama in the entire world. And that is literally art community drama. The dumbest drama.
So you're saying
ever.
Doc on the radio had a show, is what you're saying by saying that, because that's every Doc on.
Okay. well, Spurg alert. I mean, but
It's a literal Spurg alert.
yeah, but it's like Spurg. It's like Spurg drama all the time. But imagine that Spurg drama lasting for years, forever. It's never going. It never goes away.
Yeah.
It never gets dropped.
We
it
do need to
always
get rid of
gets
the art
brought up.
community. Yeah,
Yeah, they need
they're
to
like
go.
Jews. They're like Jews.
Yeah.
We should get
Whoa!
rid of them.
Hey now, we can't. Hold on now.
Okay,
Jessica,
so
you're editing this. That's a red flag. Hey, cut that part.
Okay. Got it.
Yes, Maggot, I'm censoring you. There's nothing you can do about it. All right? Don't say that kind of thing. You can't. We'll get demonetized.
Demonetized.
Maybe just like content isn't for me anymore, and that's what I chopped it up to. You know, it happens to every creator eventually, even if the change isn't like a complete 180, because 9 times out of 10 you sub to people because you like their personality, you like the way that they act, you like things about their life, you like the way that they react to things. You know, it's the personality that really holds that audience. So as long as that doesn't shift and go down a bad path, then everything's good.
Pause. I have a question. She had to talk about this while showing herself, like specifically doing the detail around the crotch area of a figure. Like, I'm very confused if I'm supposed to be.
That's
That's
what's
just
the-
part.
What's the
That's
subliminal
on.
message? here?
Listen,
What a
I
focus,
have
you know?
ADHD and I'm trying. There's a movement happening, so I'm very focused on the frilly.
You told me she did lolly before. I'm thinking to myself, should I be looking at the screen right now? I don't even know what to do.
Also,
Goodness
Wow,
gracious.
D.max is getting canceled next.
What? I'm just saying. Like, I said I was gonna look away if it was all right.
Keep looking. Cancel him.
I'm not. I'm not looking. I have no eyes.
Gracious. Okay, play. People.
What is this next segment?
This is the Karuna Satori.
Okay.
Jesus,
Pretend-
Peepaw, you are the whitest man I've ever met in my entire life.
I thought he died for a second. I was really scared. Holy shit.
So pretend I'm really dumb
Mhm.
and don't know what the hell that means.
It's a name of a creator.
Okay. All right.
Oh my God.
Karuna Satori.
The fact
I'm
that
really dumb, except I am really dumb.
In this situation,
Really?
there are a good amount of you. Okay, shut up. The video fucking sucked.
Whoa.
What's
Sonic
going
boom
on?
level of poop.
Whoa.
Oh, it's on
Whoa.
another.
This is like,
Whoa.
a
Like,
glitch
okay, example.
happening?
that like occasionally breaks out into a game.
Whoa. Whoa.
What?
Why is it playing Game Grumps?
Whoa. Whoa.
Why did I just see child? What was that?
Game Grumps started playing, I got very confused.
Oh my god.
Stop it.
I thought I was back in like high school. Anyway,
let's try this.
it happens.
Let's try this.
Am I gonna get censored if I say I'm gonna kill myself later?
Yes.
Probably.
You're gonna get censored now. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that'll definitely get censored.
Let's try this again.
This is our next
In
short.
this situation, there are a good amount of viewpoints that are expressed between Corinna Satori and Shannon. However, the only thing that is of real importance out of this whole entire fucking shit show
Now, people, if you didn't notice,
is
the one with the red and black hair, that was Shannon.
So that's Creepshow art.
Yeah, that's Creepshow art.
So that's what she is.
Oh my god,
Mean
Jessica, it's
Girl
you!
references
Jessica,
today.
it's you! Jessica, it's you!
Yeah,
You're Regina George.
Oh my god, yes, you're right. I am absolutely Regina George to a certain somebody in this community, apparently. But it's fine because I'll take it. And she can't sit with us because I don't think she owns pink. So, and we wear pink on Wednesdays. So,
Yes.
I don't.
She doesn't even go here.
Maggot, your Discord profile is pink, so that counts.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes. But yes, yes, I have been labeled Regina George, and I don't fucking care. I'll take it. I liked her. She was based.
Good character. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she was based and she was the most prettiest and the smartest, and that's why she was so popular. So
Jessica, you are a mean girl.
Okay.
and Katie only wished she could be Regina George.
Okay,
And-
all right. Now, listen,
Now you're just
we're going off on a whole Mean Girls thing. I'm gonna have to start disagreeing. It's gonna be terrible.
Hey, you know my birthday is Mean Girls Day, actually. Maggot just
October
learned that
3rd?
shit. October 3rd.
Oh yeah, the other Libra.
What?
I'm so
Noise.
tired of Libras. I hate all of them.
Why?
Oh, well,
I
They
mean,
suck.
you
the balance.
say that, but I feel like probably not.
No,
I'm a
no,
Gemini,
serious.
and we
I'm
get a
serious.
really bad rap.
Ladies, we're getting very far away from Creepshow art. We need to.
I mean, are we though? I think it's on brand.
The handling of the situation
Fair
that
enough.
left a very sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. The video's content, while not being the center of the issue personally for me, definitely became the starting force for it when another YouTuber named Corinna Satori ASMR commented about Creepshow's video. While this initial comment was a little bit more of an emotional take than Shannon's overall video actually was, it in no fucking way was any reason to isolate this comment. It really wasn't that bad. I'm
Or
sorry.
what is that face? That's terrifying. Holy shit. That face that she was making a second ago was terrifying. What the fuck? It didn't even look good. It was just like scary.
I would
Riv,
like
can
to
you-
continue
can you
pointing
press
out
comma
that
a
she
few
goes
times?
into detail.
Go back.
Yeah, press comma a few times. Eventually you'll get there because it goes frame by frame back. There
Oh,
you go.
comma goes frame by frame. Ooh.
Comma and period. Comma goes backwards. Period goes forward one frame.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Life hack.
Bruh.
Nice.
Bruh,
That
what
one?
is
Oh my
that?
god.
That's
What
her
is that?
angry face.
No,
It's horrible.
That's when you're trying to take a massive shit and you're constipated.
I think what's throwing it off.
Constipated look.
I think what's throwing it off is that the mouth. It seems like she like drew that maybe 2D and then like put it all the way on the
Okay,
side
the
of her
nose
mouth. Like
though.
like all of that
It's
is
a
like kind of
mousy
working for
nose.
me. Yeah, that works okay for me.
Are
It's
you
more
wearing
so the
your
mouth
glasses?
placement.
Are you wearing your glasses, D.Max?
Oh, they're upside down. Hold on.
Your
wait, let me
opinion.
just-
Your opinion doesn't matter to me then.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Wow.
Never mind.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Wow.
Nice.
Just witness
Wow.
bullying live.
That nose, that nose drawing style always reminds me of like IRL fat people, like that have fat noses. That's kind of what
Okay.
they look like.
Right.
Like
I believe
like
I'm
a
just
certain
saying
fat
it doesn't
person.
surprise me that this girl drew Lolly. That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Apparently, I don't remember the drama, but allegedly.
Allegedly.
Really. Fat people noses, huh? Okay.
Yeah, not yours. You don't have. So that's what makes your face so weird. Is because you don't have the fat guy nose.
Okay.
Like Peter Griffin. Hey Lois.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
Boogie. Boogie has the fat guy nose. Who else has a fat guy nose?
Pizzle, I think you're just thinking of like a pig nose. Like I think
Yeah.
you're just imagining these fat asses with pig noses.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you look at Boogie's nose, it's the fat guy nose. It's very fat.
Oink oink. Yeah, it's very oink
Yeah.
oink. Yeah.
And they usually have like a lot of like pores, like dirty pores on their nose.
Oh my God,
Please
Pizzle.
shut
Yeah.
up. Please
I'm
shut
just-
up.
I'm
Holy
just
fuck.
saying.
Move on. Move
It's-
on. Move on.
Hashtag
people.
facts.
I'm sorry.
There's
Fresh
probably
We're
a
done with this.
study.
Pretty harmless comment. Then just do what I do. I just roll my eyes and I move on. It's really that simple. If you don't agree with the point that they're giving you and you have nothing nice to say back or nothing that's not overtly rude, just ignore it. It's really that simple. Everyone else does it. Well, kind of. Well, but this wasn't the end of it. Oh, no. That would be too easy. After this, the fight kind of rolled over to Twitter where the two kind of started to beef it out. And like I said before, it doesn't really matter who is right and who is wrong. We're talking about when to step away.
Oh, pause it real quick. Go back a little bit to that previous one, that previous frame. Okay, there, no, go forward. There you go. See it? This is I remember this drama, and I died at Karuna's.
It was one of those 4 likes right there. Yeah.
Yeah, where it says you remind me of an STI. You're an irritant that only gets noticed when you're bothering someone enough to get rid of for the first time being and be forgotten about. It's
And
nasty that you
say
shadow
you're not
yourself.
Sexist. You say you're not sexist. Okay.
That was so funny.
Oh my God.
Died. I actually still have screenshots of this entire fight in my phone somewhere.
Can I ask a question?
Oh my God, you really are one of the 4 likes. Holy shit.
I am. But I also was liking Shannon's posts as well. But yeah, I was siding with Karuna on this one. So
what is it? I know I'm gonna catch hell for this, but I gotta ask because I just can't remain ignorant here. What the hell is a STI?
Sexually transmitted infection. Think
it's
of
the new
gonorrhea.
term for STD. It's STD, but it's the new like politically correct term for it.
Oh, but why do we have to change everything?
No, it's not the new politically. It's actually so a STD is a disease and an STI is an infection. So a disease is when they say STD, they're speaking of like HIV and AIDS. When they say STI, they're speaking of gonorrhea or the clap kind of thing. Things that can STI can be the way to think about it is STD typically cannot be fixed with a pill. STI can be fixed with a pill and go away. STIs go away, STDs stay. There. That's the term. STIs go away, STDs stay. That's the rhyme.
So be an STD, don't be an STI. We want you to stick around.
But also, like, this whole thing was
if you're sexually active. Because while we're here, we might as well PSA.
So this all started because Shannon made a video about her saying that she was anti-vax and like questioning her parenting and all this shit. And Karuna made a video saying, actually, I never said not that I didn't vax my kids, nor did I say I was anti-vax. I was just saying that, she was just saying like, I think that, you should think more between the kind of vaccinations you get. Like she was trying to clarify what Shannon misinterpreted. And then it went to Twitter and then I saw it and I was like I was in, it was great. I loved it. That like Shannon, come back just so you can have fights with people on Twitter because they were wonderful.
All right, people, I know you don't know what an STI is, but are you pro-vax or anti-vax?
Okay, no, that we definitely can't talk about.
What the fuck? You're censoring me. What the fuck?
You can't. Well, it's not me. It's YouTube.
I hate you.
Which is so weird because YouTube says that they draw we need to make a line between bad and free speech, but you can't. It's just all right. I could go on a whole rant.
How about this? I am pro people making decisions
for themselves.
All right, so you're anti-vax.
And I'm pro autism.
Yeah.
I personally have been vaccinated, but that's just me.
So. And I personally am autistic.
You're weak, Peepaw.
See, there's no winning. It doesn't matter which side I came down. Maggot was going to take the antagonist. Period. That's just what she does.
That's what she does.
Unless the world is literally burning around her, burning down to the ground, just cinders, she's not happy. She's not happy.
Even then, she's not happy. So
No, I like the world can literally disintegrate, and Maggot will be sitting there floating in empty universe space, being like, "This is bullshit.
Nothing is dumb.
This is
Fuck
dumb.
This
is dumb."
Whoever it is that made all this should KYS.
Yeah, right.
I'm imagining a lot of cute art of this, and it makes me happy. So thank you, Matt.
Or just like a chibi version of her just floating in a void,
pissed off with a like angry face on.
Better person to just shut the fuck up, because apparently some people on Twitter don't know when to do that, including me a little bit.
Nobody knows when to shut the fuck up on Twitter.
Nobody.
Especially you people. Okay, you're in everybody's business on Twitter.
Well, not as much as Mango. Jesus.
No.
You say that, Maggot, but Riv totally missed the Doc quote where he was talking about an honest conversation. Doc tweeted and was talking about honest conversation. Did you
Blossom.
see that?
Huh?
Yeah.
Blossom, where Doc was talking about Blossom, and he was like, I can't, it sucks that Dead on Dave stopped, left commentary because his girlfriend got in drama with Blossom or something.
What the fuck are you talking about? No.
Wait,
I didn't
was
hear
that not Doc?
No. Doc was talking about Frozen Wendy's chili. What are you talking about?
I saw that. I did see that. I saw that.
See? Yeah. See?
Huh?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
yeah. There.
Thing. Don't worry about
it.
What if he just likes Frozen Wendy's chilies? More than one person likes Frozen Wendy's chilies.
No, those are not meant to be those. No.
Do you like it?
No.
I
don't even like hot Wendy's fresh chili. It's nasty. It's garbage.
Pretty mid.
Facts.
I've never even had it. That's how much I don't like it.
You're not allowed to say that, D.Max or L plus ratio.
Ooh.
Well, L plus ratio to me, I guess.
Anyways, moving along. In Tori's video that she made about the situation, she explained how she got very heated and felt a little guilty about getting that far into it, so she ended up doing something very reasonable when you pop off like that and DMing Shannon, giving her a very nice apology.
Heated day, I was upset. I go on Twitter, I'm like, unsubscribing to Creepshow, whatever. At the end of the day, I was like, I calmed down, my kids got to bed, I had a moment to think for myself, and I was like, you know what? Do I really want to open...
Can we pause real quick?
We can do whatever you want.
One, I would never make a video with my face so that much close to the fucking camera.
Tattoos? What are even the tattoos?
Oh, those are like
what
ink blots.
What is that?
Ink blot tattoos.
Ugh.
It was like when they it looks weird, hers, but like I've seen really cool ones. But also like if you're gonna it just looks weird when people wear glasses and their eyes are like smaller than their. It's just it just looks so weird. Wow. I mean, like she's beautiful, but it's just weird.
I would like to appreciate my two female co-hosts here, because I was sitting here going, why does her face look so strange? And then I'm like, gosh, I'm being so judgmental. And you two jumped in. And, and I'm like, yes, okay. This is good. I'm glad we all had this reaction of like, I don't care for this.
I just want to point out, I think I'm the only one who hasn't said anything negative about her appearance.
Or anybody's appearance.
Okay, well, go for it then, Peepa.
Shut up, for us.
Yeah, let loose, Peepa.
I don't generally attack people's appearance because
what a pussy! You're such a pussy.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. It's real simple, right? I will argue people's philosophies with them. I will argue their ideologies or philosophies. But if they get into where they start attacking your physical appearance, that's to me is the most lowest. It's low.
I know why you won't. I know why you won't. Okay. I know why you won't.
I'm better than that. You know what? Because I'm better than that. That's why.
You will. Yeah, sure. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
That's not
seriously?
why. That's not why.
But seriously, the girl does have some really thick lenses on her glasses.
Holy
and I
shit.
feel-
Yeah,
and I
she
That's what
feel
I'm
does.
like-
saying. Look at
Jesus.
him.
I do feel
Really
bad. I feel
thick.
bad for her. As a person
No, you
who's
don't.
also optically challenged, I feel bad.
I've seen thinner rims at NASA.
What?
Oh my
I
Just
thought you were
saying.
gonna say something else dirty in regards to rims.
Rimming in outer space,
God.
which YouTube can't get upset about because,
Yeah, because they don't even know what that means.
yeah, what does that even mean? YouTube
What
algorithm.
he
You
can
tell me.
say, he can say what he wants, but I can't. I can't.
No. It's because
I
I'm
can't
doing
talk
it
about the
covertly.
Jews. I can't talk about the Jews.
Oh
You
my
can in that
God.
context. In that context, you can, but not the other
juice
way.
that you had for breakfast this morning, you can
Yes,
absolutely
the
talk
juice
about
you
that.
had.
The juice.
Right.
I don't
Yes.
eat breakfast.
Mhm.
I actually don't like breakfast food, so
Breakfast is
The
the, most
monster
important
juice you
meal
have.
of the day.
that's not breakfast. It's not breakfast.
Well,
Open
some
my
of the
mouth.
monster is.
Over this
No, it's not.
situation.
Right, what's
Do
this
I really
lady's deal?
want to make a big deal out of something that maybe she didn't mean as negative as she portrayed herself?
Yes.
So I reached out to Shannon and I apologized. I think she did.
That was weak. You don't ever do that. No, fuck that.
Apologizing. What?
Yeah, she's like, because she felt that, because like I said, like, so it's two creators. Both of them have this this reputation for being very, very wholesome, and unfortunately, she was actually wholesome, and she was dealing with another creator who wasn't really wholesome, who was just fake wholesome. So she thought she was dealing with someone like her. So and then you'll see it blows up. Jesus
Yeah, she
Christ.
did.
Well, as we all know, everyone who's called wholesome is really not that wholesome. Some people even win awards for
I think
wholesomeness.
Santa
and they're
Claus
just-
is pretty wholesome.
Wait, Peapod, didn't you say the other day in DMs that I like you because you're wholesome?
Yeah,
Me?
something.
Wow,
No, every time someone's
exposed.
wholesome, and then on the other hand, they're constantly talking about glazing.
You
and-
literally did. You
Yes,
literally did.
you like the idea of that I'm wholesome in contrast.
No,
to you.
yeah.
In contrast
That's-
to you.
yeah,
No.
that's your
Riv, what she
words,
was saying.
okay.
No, what Maggot was saying was that she wants to put holes in you. That's what she was
Yes.
saying.
There's no doubt about that. Yes.
Yeah,
That's just you,
that's
D-Max.
that kind of
It's-
wholesome.
What it is it's not so much that I'm wholesome,
Mhm.
but in comparison to Maggot, I'm literally a saint.
Oh hell yeah!
That's not hard to do. Okay, whatever.
It's not.
All
That's
right,
the point.
okay.
Exactly.
That's
You
my
agree.
point, right?
How about, you got Maggot to agree on something. That's pretty epic.
I literally could
Fuck
be
you.
throwing rocks at little kids running down the road,
KYS.
and see, I would still be put up for sainthood. If it was,
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
Maggot
compared
is
to
the
Maggot.
measuring stick, if Maggot is the
Right.
measuring stick,
Yeah,
you're
honestly,
basically-
God
you're-
would probably look at Hitler and be
Yeah.
like, eh.
Is there anybody less or more evil than Maggot?
yes, there
No.
is.
Well,
Oh, who?
I mean, that doesn't dox or do any of that kind of stuff. Is there someone that's just they're
Ghosty.
per-
He was trying to bang.
What the
he was
fuck kind of
he was trying to bang
What kind of
Bo
comparison
Black's
is that?
autistic sister
Yeah.
by rizzing her up by buying shit.
He's not even commentary, bro. Nobody
you know
cares
what?
about him.
I've been hearing a lot of these
Bro,
spurgs.
he was
like,
on the hen house. That makes him. That makes
That
him.
okay,
commentary.
that failure of a podcast, yeah, sure, people. Look, I know you like Bunny, but that podcast was a fucking
No,
failure.
I don't like
Yeah,
Bunny.
you
It
like
doesn't
Bunny
count. It
too.
doesn't count.
Bunny's
you
your
don't like
wife,
Van
Maggot.
Bunny? What do you mean, people?
I love Bunny. I love Bunny. I don't like
Oh.
her. I love Bunny. I think
I
she's
love
great.
Bunny. Bunny loves me too.
Suck up.
I think we're gonna become
I
scissor sisters.
think Bunny is the type of girl that you could take home to meet your mama. That's what I think.
Mhm.
Oh, I agree.
Bunny is
Yeah.
the kind of girl that I would love to take.
And she would get up on the dinner table and squish her feet into the potato salad, just like a girl
Hell
from the
yeah.
Bill.
Hell yeah.
No, she wouldn't, because she's like a tater salad. She wouldn't be running. Come on now.
That's true. I forgot. She would only do that with milk.
Exactly. That damn milk. Holy shit.
Oh, it was great. I love her so much.
All right, so we're gonna finish watching this.
Yes,
bitch get shit on.
Go ahead,
She gets shit on, doesn't she? Because I
Get
know.
shit on.
Yes, I could just the writing's on the wall. I
the
can just
message.
see it coming.
She did not
I'm into
respond,
it.
and she didn't have to respond. That's not the point. So at that time, everything was cool. Everything was great.
Sorry, but in my own personal opinion, I think this is extremely considerate when you get a little angry because, you know, shit fucking happens. As long as you, like, apologize and you mean it and you're, like, trying to become a better person from it, you know, everything's good and good. And honestly, between two creators, I would really appreciate it if it just stayed in the DMs. You know, it's one of those situations, those drama situations where I'm like, this is a personal matter that if
I feel like she's trying to like say something to me here.
Yeah, she's speaking directly to you, people.
I think so. I feel like she's trying to shame me a little bit there.
Yeah, she's trying to say something.
If the shoe fits.
Right.
I mean,
guilty dog barks and all that. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't want any creators to keep it in DMs unless it involves me.
We know.
But
you want to be in the DMs. You're fine with it.
I want
being
them
DMs,
talking about me. Yes,
and
exactly.
They're talking about you.
But I don't. But other than that, I want, if a creator has an issue with any other creator, I want them to hash it out on Twitter in public, make multiple videos about it, the whole shebang. I want it laid out. I want you to lay it out, and lay them out. Both of you, just go at it. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite fucking thing. I love it so much. But there's that. There's people.
But it was pretty good if you ask me.
There's creators that I have in the DMs that are afraid to talk about certain things with me because they're like, no, you're such a drama cow or you're such a drama farmer. I was like, no. You don't. No. You don't understand.
That's fair. I think that's fair. That's fair.
No, it's not. I'm not a leaker.
Yeah, it is.
When have I leaked? Aiko. No, that's it. I don't leak. I tell them all the time. I was like, no, I farm public drama, not private drama.
Well, they have the correct opinion, anyways.
Okay. All right. Cool. Move on.
I feel like Jessica's a pretty safe source. I feel like you can tell her today so that in the future she can save you from yourself.
I'll put it to you this way, Jessica. I trust you.
I know. That's why you send me the nudes.
I don't like that
You're
response.
dumb.
I know. Rubs hands together.
Yes.
I feel like it shouldn't have been made public.
Trust me, all of you.
No. That wasn't enough. I'm not exactly sure what the hell happened, but Shannon ended up just ignoring the DM altogether and then used it in her video. Now, a lot of people, including me, found this to be so unbelievably petty of Shannon to do, as well as immature and so goddamn childish. Satori had made a very heartfelt.
Wow. Was that called when someone talks about something and then it ends up being true, but they don't know that it's true yet? What's that called?
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, foreshadowing all over this video. Oh yeah, no. Bujade. Okay,
it's
also
another
Bujade. It's not Bujade.
Are you saying?
Yeah, no, because
clairvoyant. It's
sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe
premonition.
I'm sure.
Is this?
But yeah, no, this
her being upset that Shannon chose not to respond to someone else's DMs. Is that
no? It's her. It's her being upset that Shannon wasn't the wholesome girl next door that her and the rest of the art fans thought. Like, oh wow, why are you being such a bitch? That's what she's upset about. But lots of foreshadowing in regards to the petty and the everything. So yeah, Toby, this whole video aged like fine wine. So better than Toby could have anticipated, in fact. Because like I said, the Emilia Artful stuff didn't happen until like a year later. So
apology after popping off a little harder than she should have. And honey, you do it too. Shannon, you do this just as much, even more than she does. Where the hell is your apology? You're not exactly the most calm and collected figure in this back and forth conversation that you had with her. This is also the reason why I did not reach out to you at all in the DMs for literally anything. So before you try to go, well, why didn't you just reach out to me and ask? This is the reason why. Honestly, this is a display of extreme immaturity and the fact that you can't keep DMs like this private. So no, I did not reach out to you at all. I did not want to because I don't trust you to keep anything between us. I don't fucking trust you. You know, I'm going to DM you about something and $20 says that you're probably going to end up posting our DMs and be like, haha, someone's trying to make an exposed video on me. Ooh, oh my God. So no, I didn't fucking trust DMing you about anything, and this is the reason why. So when I wanted to know more about this situation, I reached out to Corinna, and before she even replied, I asked her permission to use our DMs in my video because that's a respectful thing to do, even if it's somebody that I hate, unless it's illegal, which by the way, if it's illegal, I send it to the police. I ask people if I can use our DMs.
Boom. Max. Yeah,
That's
right?
a novel concept.
Right? Super novel on YouTube, it
Crazy.
seems. Seems like such a thing that is so surprising to people. Goodness. Mm-hmm.
Learn a thing
Carry
or two.
on.
Because that's a
Yep.
respectable thing to do, because that's what I expect from other people. Also, no, Shannon, it does not matter that she made a bunch of tweets getting mad at you for Jacqueline's video, because she wasn't the only one. There were all kinds of comments that were extremely angry at you for the lines that you crossed. But you know what you do? Guess what you do? Guess what you do? You ignore them. Oh my God, what a revelation. Oh my God, I can ignore a tweet I don't like. I'm a fucking new creator. I'm better at ignoring petty shit like this than you are.
You could go to the next one. Because this is just her ranting and saying how great she is. So, fun stuff.
And there's something in my throat. Hold on. It's that damn mosquito. But you know who else, or you know who actually isn't in my throat? It's all the members of the Goblin Crew. Or maybe they are. I don't know. Kind of hard to tell these days. Seth, K-Huck, Echo of Tragedy, Mame S, and Pigeon Salad. If you would like to be a part of the Goblin Crew too, you pay $9.99 a month, and you can get shouted out at the end of all of our live streams and videos. Or for $4.99 a month, you could be a mud pie and gain early access to our content a day before it goes live to everybody else. Or you can, for $1.99, be a mudslinger today and get priority comments and chats, members only chats and stuff like that. Thank you to all of our members, and we shall see you in part 2.